Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Big Bob, and I'm here to show you guys some brand new Call of Duty Cold War gameplay. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been waiting for this for a long time, the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm wrapped up nice in my zebra scarf. We were lucky enough to get invited to a private multiplayer session with other content creators, streamers, and Call of Duty pros to test this game out. So we got to play for about 3 hours. The first map that we played on was Armada. I had a pretty good game on that. It was a big map, and there was, I think it was like 12v12 on there. This was me hopping into the first game there. I was kind of a noob. My movement was not the best, but like I said, I was just trying to get everything tuned in, dialed in. This was kind of my first, impression of this game, and I wanted to share that with you guys. There was 5 maps in total we got to play. We got to play Armada, we got to play Moscow, Miami, Satellite, and Crossroads, which you guys will see in my next video that I'll be uploading right after this one. The moment has come. Who's on my team? Who's on my team? This is how you fly in the North Atlantic Ocean. Oh, got a big descent. These graphics are pretty damn good. Holy cow, these graphics are badass. Who's on my team? Wow, this is really high sense.
Seize the objectives.
Wait, Hattie, can you help me turn on the sense a little bit? Oh, I think that's all right.
Taking D.
I don't think there's anything. There's no slide canceling. Thank God, no slide canceling. Bro, what? This is gnarly. Oh, do you have to hold on or something?
Enemy has Alpha. Enemy took Bravo. Taking
Bro,
C.
what is going on here? How do you go under?
Taking E.
I think this is the coach of Dallas. Contested.
C1 down.
Oh, skunk, get wrecked! Bro, the move. I am not using this movement on controller or mouse. The movement's really weird. I don't know, this movement just...
D.
My dog! My man! Alright, I'm almost out of
Losing
ammo.
Charlie.
There's Teep. I gotta kill Teep. Ah, let's go! Wow, I wonder if I should start sniping.
Enemy is Bravo.
Come on, Scump, what you got, brother? Who just got me? Symphony just got me. Oh.
Securing Alpha. Losing D. Enemy has D. Alpha locked down.
Come on, Simp, what you got, baby? Mud dog! Don't do me like that, bro! Okay, I'm getting a little more used to this. It's just a little different with the auto sprint. Marksman, nice. That's gonna be on YouTube.
Enemy
So Gunsmith is back in this game. I'm really excited for that. I got to use all the guns that were available to us at this time. Not the whole arsenal of the game was available at this time, but any guns that were up, I used, and we're gonna explain them real quick. We're gonna skim through right now. All right, so there was 3 ARs, you guys, and the main one that I was using was the AK-47. That was a good one. I was using the AK-47 and the XM4. The AK-47 is a big fan favorite. It's just your standard strong assault rifle. The XM4 obviously is a variant of the M4, XM4. When you decked it out, get all the attachment on it, it's a total laser beam, and I think it was the most overpowered one. And the last one that I got to use was the Krig 6. I didn't really use it too much, but just another standard assault rifle, but just beams. You guys, so for SMGs, there was only 3 SMGs that we got to use today. The most OP one, I would say, I saw Dismo, I saw Scump throwing up big numbers with this. It was the AK-74U. This was big back in the COD 4 days. Just your standard, a little smaller than the AK-47. It's your SMG, and I would say right now that was the meta for this game, was the AK-74U. There was also the MP5, though. The MP5 is your good overall SMG. Can't really go wrong with that. It's been in all the Call of Duties. Just your standard SMG. We also have the Type 821, which was a mini Uzi variant. I didn't really get a chance to use it this much, but I would still. I used it one time. It didn't really do too much damage. I still think the AK-74U and the MP5 would be better than this one. All right, so for Tac Rifles, we've been over ARs, we've been over SMGs, we got Tac Rifles now. There wasn't too many Tac Rifles. There was the M16 standard 3-round burst. I threw a 4 times scope on it. It's a Tac Rifle, so it's good from range. I would not use it up close. M16 wasn't too bad, but my favorite one was the Type 63. TP was using this gun, and it was beaming, dude. Kind of similar to the FAL in Warzone when it was really OP in the meta. But the Type 63, it's like semi-automatic, 2 rounds to the chest, and it was probably my favorite tac. I would definitely take that over the M16. All right, so I got to use snipers quite a bit. I was a big fan of the Tundra, but there's 2 snipers in this game. The one that I was using is the LW3 Tundra. I threw a 4 times up on this, and I was getting a lot of one-hit kills. It's one-hit kills, chest and up, and I can definitely verify that that is true. And anyways, the last sniper that was in the game was the Pellington 703. I didn't really get a chance to use it, but from the statistics, the Tundra was just a easy choice to use. So that was it for the 2 snipers. We also have LMGs in this game. The only really LMG that I got to use was the Stoner 63, and it's honestly not really good for killing people. These LMGs are better for killing kill streaks or just taking down kill streaks. And it's really not ideal to use in a TDM based game. Maybe for an objective would be better off using it. All right, so one cool thing is the shotguns are back in this game, you guys. And Call of Duty's kind of gone back and forth with this, but shotguns in this game are a secondary. There was a couple different types of shotguns I got to use. There was a Gallo SA-12. It was a pump shotgun. Close damage or close quarters. It hits really hard, almost a one-hit kill every time up close. And there was also a Hauer 77, which was a classic pump style shotgun, deadly up close. I didn't really get much time with it, but just your standard up close good shotgun. So we just did the shotguns as your secondary. There's 2 other types of secondaries. There's pistols. There's 2 types of pistols. There's your standard 1911, and there's also a Diamatti. Those are 2 pistols that I had available to use for my secondary. And then also there's a launcher. There's a Sigma 2 lock-on anti-vehicle launcher, which was good. I got to shoot down a helicopter with it. But other than that, those are pretty much all the secondaries that you can use. Next, you guys, we're going to go over the perks that were in Call of Duty Cold War. For the first perk slots, there was Engineer, Tactical Mass, and Flak Jacket. Engineer detects enemy equipment and score streaks through walls. And you can also see enemy score streaks on your mini-map, which can be really crucial. And it also re-rolls your care packages. Tactical Mass maximizes the resistance to flashbangs or stun grenades, and it also makes you immune to gas grenades. Blackjack, you take less damage from explosive damage and Molotov fires. The options for the second perk slot were Scavenger, Quartermaster, and Tracker. Scavenger, you replenish your ammo from fallen players. Quartermaster is basically like in Warzone, resupply. Every 25 seconds it recharges your equipment. Tracker has been in Warzone in the previous COD. You just get to see the imprint of your enemy footsteps, and if you aim at enemies, you reveal them to your team on the minimap as well. Third perk slot, there are Cold-Blooded, Ghost, and Ninja. Those were your options for those 3. Cold-Blooded, it'll basically protect you from AI and player-controlled score streaks. They're not going to highlight you on their screen. We also have Thermal. You're immune to thermal with this one as well. And then if someone else is in a vehicle, your name will not pop up when they're looking at you. We also have Ghost, which makes you undetectable to enemy spy planes whenever you are moving, planting, or defusing a bomb, or controlling score streaks. So basically, Ghost in Warzone. We got Ninja, Sprint more quietly, and it makes you resistance to field mic, which we will be getting into as well shortly. All right, so you guys, we got wild cards. Wild cards are back in here. Treyarch has put wild cards back in some of the previous Call of Duties, and they have got a couple in this one as well. For the first wild card, we have Danger Close. Basically, this one lets you equip an extra lethal and an extra tactical equipment, and it allows you to start with maximum ammo. Lawbreaker is basically equivalent to Overkill. You can equip any weapon in either slot, and you can equip perks in any slot as well. So it doesn't matter if it's from 1, 2, or 3. You can use any from any different number. Gunfighter basically allows you to put 8 attachments on your gun. Usually you start with 5, but if you put this on, you're allowed to completely deck out your gun and use 8 attachments for your primary. We have perk Greed. perk read allows you to get 3 extra perks. So instead of getting 3, you get 6 now. All right, the last loadout customization options are field upgrades. And we've seen these before. I'm going to just skim through these real quick. There might be one of them we haven't seen before. We have a proximity mine. Basically, it's just a throwable mine similar to a bouncing Betty. If you run over it, if you drive over it, it's going to blow up. After 2 minutes, it's going to recharge. We have a SAM turret. Basically, it's a surface-to-air missile. We've seen these before. It's just going to shoot down your enemy air score streaks or pilot-operated helicopters. All right, we have the jammer now. The jammer creates an electronic disruption field which disables the enemy field upgrades, and it's going to make your mini-map fuzzy. It's going to basically make it look like there's a counter UAV the closer you get to it. All right, now we have a new one. I don't think we've had this one before. We have the field mic. This deploys a recording device that highlights enemy sounds on your mini-map. You got that headset, you better crank it up, baby. The recharge time on this is 3 minutes and 15 seconds. All right, so I got a chance to use some of the score streaks, and I went through the menu. I'm going to run through them right now. We got the RCXD. We've seen this before. This one's 600 points. It's remote-controlled car strapped with explosives. We have a spy plane. The spy plane is an 800 score. That is how you get that. It reveals enemy positions through the fog of war. We have artillery. Artillery, we've seen this before. This one is 1900 score. You unlock this. Basically, it just shoots a launch, or it's going to launch a targeted airstrike on 3 locations. We have napalm strike. This is a 2400 score streak. Launch a targeted carpet bomb strike of explosion napalm. We have air patrol for 2,750 score streak points. Call in a squadron of jets to attack an enemy of airstreaks. Pretty dope. We also have the wall machine. We've seen this before. It's the handheld grenade launcher, high explosives. Big time. Go boom. Dumpster. We have an attack helicopter. 3,750 on the score streak, ladies and gentlemen. Call in an armed support heli. Who doesn't want a gunship from above? And we also have the chopper gunner, ladies and gentlemen, at 6,000 on the score streak meter, ladies and gentlemen. 6K, I repeat, 6K for the chopper gunner. Be the gunner in a close air support helicopter. Indubitably. That basically wraps up the loadout customization options that we had for multiplayer at this time. We'll get into some more gameplay on Armada and 12v12 Domination.
Losing Delta. Hostile spy plane established overhead. Artillery targeting detected. Net call. Incoming artillery.
Doesn't even tell me when I'm done. Alright, okay, the bottom left is your health.
Losing Charlie.
This is really weird. I don't know, I'm having a hard time adjusting to this because I'm used to holding W to sprint. On this one, you just tap it. So it's a little
No
different.
coming back from
We
that.
just got duped
All your
on.
asses back home, CIA.
Okay.